Alright, is it working? I really hope it's working. Yes! And we're live! What's up, guys? My name is Zenithal Carnage. I'm gonna wait for a few people to come in. This is a little weird for me, honestly. Am I frozen? No, I'm not. Good. I'm gonna turn the volume down a little bit. Jesus. Let's see. Music volume. Turn that down. Turn the sound volume too. Alright. Let's see. Skip unseen text after choices. I don't know what that means. So let's just wait for a few people to come in. But if you're wondering why I'm playing this game, it is not what it looks like, okay? I am not playing a dating sim, any normal dating sim. In fact, I should really put that in the description. Well, actually, it is in the description. There's an actual trigger warning before this video, because this game is actually pretty spoopy. Apparently, there's a lot of big topics brushed across in this video, or in this game, that will be addressed and everything. So, yeah. And by the way, guys, I have some great news. I set up donations. I really hope you guys can hear me, by the way. Let me just make sure that I am being heard over everything. Oh, you guys can hear the game. That's good to know. Get my voice meter up. Let's see, how do I fix that? B1. I think I did it. Yeah, I did it. Alright, so if you guys want to donate, just click on the link in the description, and it will be right there. So, alright, you know what? I'm starting this. Please enter my name, ZK. Alright, let's go. So, let's do it. Hey! I wonder who this is. I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw her to herself. By the way, I am not completely blind playing this. I did see a little bit of it. That is a problem if you really think about it, but I did stop after the first big plot twist. I won't tell you what it is, but I wanted to be surprised by the rest of it because it really interested me and I really want to see what else this story brings. So let's keep going. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor, and good friend since we were children. This game is also very long. One of my favorite YouTubers, Hardlight Gaming, he took 6 hours to beat it, and he didn't even get like the really good ending. So apparently, that's what I heard from the Discord. So this is gonna be a very tedious process. So let's keep going. You know the kind of friend you'd never seen yourself making today, but you just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long? Yeah, I know that kind of friend. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, we would oversleep more. She would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she'd chase after me, and I almost feel better off running away. If she's going to chase after me, I feel bleh. I can't talk or read. God damn it, I can't talk either. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I overslept again. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like as you're thinking about ignoring me. Finger gesture thingy. That's a little washed out. Try to get the writing light for this. That's mean, ZK. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, I don't want them to think we're a couple or anything. Fine, fine. But if you did wait for me after, all, I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. Okay. As we draw near the street, become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, ZK, Have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. How's this? My phone's going off. I don't know why. Huh? I don't know. What the hell? And that's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did. In one of the other many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me, when I'm perfectly content just getting on by an average while spending my free time on games and anime. Yeah, that's the life I want to live, buddy. Spending free time on games and anime. That's the life I already do live. What am I talking about? I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or anything, or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I'll die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me worry about you. Alright. I'll look for a few clubs that might make you happy, if it might make you happy. No promises though. I can't keep track of who's talking. This is really gonna kill me when more people show up, I'm guessing. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Alright, so now what? Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside her head. School day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pick up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori. Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. Uh-oh. What's gonna happen? I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you were just sitting in here spacing out, and so I came in. I've seen enough hentai, I know where this is going. 2 people alone in the classroom? Never a good thing. Or, depending on who you are. I'm kidding, by the way. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought Know what? Well, you could come to my club. Uh-oh. Sayori. Yeah. This is no way I'm joining your club. Meanie. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was even aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club, since she was the first one to show interest. After the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring a new member. Oh, so you're using me, huh? Oh, well, fine. I guess I'll be an asset. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori really... is Sayori really that much of a airhead? Or is she just so cunning to have planned all of this out? I let out a long sigh. Fine. I'll stop for a cupcake, okay? Yes! Let's go! And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I never thought I'd read that sentence ever. Jesus. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of school I rarely visit, being generally used to the third-year class and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the door to the classroom. Everyone, the new member is here! Didn't I say... I told you, don't call me the new member... I glance around the room. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure to meet you. Alright, so now there's another girl. Sayori always says nice things about you. Oh, and another girl! Okay, so I gotta think of another voice for you. You look small, so maybe high-pitched. Seriously? You brought a boy? Okay, that's way too high-pitched. Way to kill the atmosphere. And another girl! This is gonna be torture. Ah, ZK! What a surprise! Welcome to the literature club! Nosebleed. All words escaped me in this situation. This club. What did I just do? Oh, so right click gets rid of the text box. That's interesting. This club is full of incredibly cute girls! What are you looking at? No, wait. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. This girl with a sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. So a freshman. Yeah, I know, it's in Japan, but who cares? She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore, yeah. It's too many voices. I'm not very ranged in my voice acting. And damn you, computer, for notifying me of things. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. What the hell? Ah, my game. Just exited for some reason. You can just ignore when she gets moody. What the hell? I didn't want to go into my email. What the hell? Sayori says quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki. Always full of energy. Now I gotta think of it more. Maybe I'll use the same voice, but like different tones. I don't know. Anyway, this is Natsuki. It's always full of energy. This is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. She's shy, so I'll be like, use like a deeper. I don't know. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people in Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet you both. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, ZK. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, and athletic. Basically completely out of my league. Having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come and sit down, ZK. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. Okay, so I get to choose, right? Natsuki made... Hey! I made them. I'll get them. Sorry. I get a little too excited. She's feisty, so I'm gonna give her like a feisty voice. Then, how about I make some tea as well? Girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Sayori mentioned it's been winded, so there's it's been winded so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walked over to the corner of the room, where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki probably marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. Oh, I want some. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Uh-huh. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Alright. Oh, right. Okay. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious! Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything? Eh? I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe, but not for you know, you dummy. Alright. I give him Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places the teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Don't worry, the teacher gave us permission. After all, doesn't a cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not true. Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant to, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might be pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I don't even like tea. I don't relate to this character. I'm glad. Yuri finally smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and practically and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Oh my god, when's something gonna happen? This game was supposed to be spoopy. Monica is really a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised you aren't full of people in the club yet. Oh, that's me saying that. I'm surprised you're not full of people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. You know, I'm going to save right now. Okay, so this is how you do it. Alright, return. Not many people are very interested in putting out all of the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile, but it makes school events like the festival much more fun. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it! Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in same goals. Monica must have really worked hard. Must really work hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, ZK, what kind of books do you read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Me. I barely read, honestly. It's a problem. I haven't read a book since Hunger Games was a thing. Oh my god, I haven't read a book since Hunger Games. Well, no, I read the Five Nights at Freddy's books, but that was a chore for me. Not because the books were bad, but because, you know. Manga? I mutter quietly myself, half joking. Natsuki suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not so much of a reader, I guess. Well, oh yeah, I forgot. Right click. Well, that can change. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. No, her hands are behind her back. What are you talking about? My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity, craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up. She finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. It's amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination and completely throw you for a loop. Hey, I have imagination. I write movies, for God's sake. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Ooh, horror. I read a horror book once. Oh, once. I read Silence of the Lambs, Red Dragon, I couldn't remember the name of it. I've read Stephen King's It. I've read so many horror books. I depressingly grasp something I can relate at a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. I gotta do these voices better. I'm sorry, guys. I'm really bad with the voices. But if a story makes me think or take me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Well, I hate you too. God. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind the last club meeting. It looks like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud! And give it back! Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just cute as you are. Sayori slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think it's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No! Natsuki diverts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Ah, not a very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing makes more than just a confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to the readers, expose your vulnerabilities, and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe you should share some work and set an example to help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for you. Yuri. Oh, I wanted to read everyone's poems. You all sit in silence for a moment. Okay. I have an idea, everyone. Huh? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll share them for each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now we have a new member, I think it will help us get a little better comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, ZK? Monica smiles warmingly at me once. Again. Hold on. There's one problem. What's that? Now we're back to the original topic of me joining the club. I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind this entire time. I never said I would join the club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. Oh god, all of their looks. They do not look happy. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But... I'm sorry, I thought... BK... You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make them clear decision when it's like this? This is as if writing poems is the price to pay in order to spend time with all these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I feel like I'm just reading a visual novel. I don't feel like I'm reading a horror story. I'll join the literature club. One by one, all the girls' eyes lit up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a minute. If you really just came here for cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think I can be officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment? Write a poem and to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. CK, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress these class star Monica with the mediocre writing skills? I already feel anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, ZK, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right. Sayori and I haven't walked home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us departed to the club room to make our way home. The whole way, my mind was wandering back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day in the literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. I just need to make the most of the circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Okay. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Okay, so 23. Where's Monica? Okay, that's weird. Alright, so let's see. She likes horror stuff. She likes cute stuff. I don't know what you like. Let's see. Depression. That's scary. You're scary. You like horror stuff, but you're scary. Alright. Incongruent. Okay. Tragedy. Happiness. I'm so trying to learn how to like. Fluffy. Okay, that's for her. Spinning. That's for her. All right. Vivacious. That's for her. Smile. That gets her. I think I want to go with Sayori because these two are a little weird. She's too shy and she's too. Eesh. Bed. Okay. Doki Doki. I have to do the title drop in there somehow. Memories. Captive. Okay, that's kind of creepy. Disoriented. Oh, crap. Peace. Okay. Lipstick. Okay, no, I don't want to do that. Okay, I have 4 more. I gotta really think here. Let's see. Chocolate. Oh, crap. I don't like you. You're mean. Explode. Crap. Daydream. There we go. 1 more. I think 1 or 2 more. Okay. Headphones. I actually like headphones, so I'll put that in there. People used to say I wear headphones too much. Hi again, ZK. Glad to see you didn't run away from on us. Now, nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back to the literature club. I was last to come in, so everyone else already came on. Thanks for helping. Thanks for keeping your promise, ZK. I hope this isn't overwhelming of a commitment to you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on! Like he deserves any slack. Sari told me you didn't even want to join clubs this year, and last year too. I don't know if you plan just come here to hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica, and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back to her seat. Don't worry guys. ZK always gives it his best as long as he is having fun. He helps me with busy work. He helps me busy work without even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is messy and it's messy. It's distracting. And you always set your house on, and you set your house on fire once. Oh, almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? Oh, my alarm. 1 second, guys. My phone alarm's going off and I can't turn it off. Ah, stupid computer. I might be a little jealous. How come? You and ZK can become good friends too. Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation you just put me into. Oh! Yuri, even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means I guess it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so it's a nice gesture from you and is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah. I won't make a big deal out of it if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Well, you can read on your own pace. I look forward to hearing with you. Now everyone's settled in. I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but she doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having conversations in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she's waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging through the closet. Man, looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I sum down the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could read read the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and I'm listening to Sayori's conversation with Monica. We're probably going to seem really lame compared to all the other clubs tonight. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual, but it's not all that, you know. We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem, though. What do you mean? Even if we came up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing we speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sayori's taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. Huh? That's a good point. In that case, do we think food will be a good trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could... Cupcakes! Oh my god. Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. You're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. This works perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it. Cupcake speaks to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is, then. I'm hungry. Anyway, well, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. Oh, I'm falling asleep. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things that make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Damn it, Bobby! I open my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for falling asleep like that. This isn't napping club. Can I go to napping club? That sounds beautiful. No, seriously. Is there a napping club in this fucking school? Pardon my French. Does our school have a napping club? Yeah! That's the question! That's the question! You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know. You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I looked over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true, though. Yeah? I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Sayori glances around at herself. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look at your hair sticking out all around here. Looks fine to me. Are my fingertips to the side of Sayori's hair trying to straighten it out? Aw. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right here. I try to wipe off the stain with my finger. But nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. Hey, you meanie. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button up her blazer from top to bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. My phone keeps vibrating, but I don't know why. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kind of things. Don't say that. Make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle fully to close the button near her chest. Does this thing fit you properly? I did when I bought it. It did when I bought it. If you ever buttoned it, you would notice sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs are getting bigger again. Oh shit, it unplugged. That caught me off guard, okay? Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look way much better now. Why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that? But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. Seriously unbuttons her blazer once more. Ew, that's so much better. Sayori puts her arms to her waist and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why would you say something like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let me let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Dude, she likes you. Don't be an idiot. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine. It's a deal. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are of taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so. So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori. Oh, but I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share our poems? Why don't we share our poems we wrote now? Yay! ZK, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't find much inspiration since I never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's on a wrinkled sheet of paper, loose-leaf paper in from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already tell Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Okay, so let's start with Natsuki since I wrote the poem for her. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair if I share it with her first. Oh, whoops, wrong person. Damn it, I didn't write it for Natsuki. I wrote it for, what's her? Oh my god, I can't remember everyone's names. Huh? Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. Oh my god, why do I keep doing that? Books and motions. Basically, it's not cute enough for your taste. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I can show you mine. Not that you're really gonna like it. Why'd the music change? Maybe I should read the poem. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it. Beautiful. Just beautiful. Yeah. I told you you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Let's be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. Kinda does. You know, I'm not gonna lie. Kinda does. People don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Well, yeah. But not in the most basic way possible. That's like something a first grader would write. Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. I can kinda see it. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I said, for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. Okay, I don't get what you're saying. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. Like the little fang she has right there. Every enemy's gotta have a mascot. Natsuki's this one. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take it away from her. Alright, Sayori is the one I want to share it with. Oh my goodness. This is so good, ZK. I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. Sayori. I mean, it was a bunch of random words. What are you expecting? You must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Are you sure you don't like it because I wrote it? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know. So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem, it's a ZK poem. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It reminds me of how you're really part of the club now. Not to mention the fact I'm standing in front of you in the club room. I like that joke. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, ZK. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know. Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. Like, I actually had a choice. This game didn't really give me one. It's a visual novel. I'm not sure Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined, knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold on to that then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. But if it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. That last line though. Oh my god. That's line, but I want breakfast. Sayori. This is just a guess, but did you wait until morning to write this? Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least it makes me feel better knowing better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast, even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast, even though I do it every day. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This is so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Alright, so next I'll do Yuri. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh. So sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. Ah, so it's that bad? No! Did I raise my voice? I'm sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. No, she's like playing with her hair. I couldn't help but notice it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right. It's just that there are specific writing habits that you are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing is I recognize the new writers that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter and then form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expression are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though. Biased how? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure Yuri apologized to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiled dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be the literature club? Ghosts Under the Light. Oh, I suck at reading cursive! Or print, whatever you want to call it. The tendrils of my brain illustrate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining sheet light to the whistle... No, wait. To withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm, breathing air. I breathe calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back. Okay, it's so hard to frickin' read. I'm really bad at reading some handwriting. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. Your handwriting's not terrible. I don't know how the hell you figured that out. That I was complaining about the handwriting, but I know she wasn't actually figuring that out, but what? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think handwriting is pretty. Oh my god, that's actually cool. I saw myself do that scream thing. Oh my god. That's a relief. Also, I liked the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easily to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all, ZK. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Oh, I must have totally missed the point. I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember, the poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and expressions in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint pictures. In this case, perhaps the subject to a poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her remnant's place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I haven't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy to think of that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Alright, so we're going to share with Monica. And then I actually have to go, guys, because I don't have my glasses, and my eyes are starting to kill me. Jesus. Okay. I would keep going until the end of whatever the first part is, but... ugh. Hi, ZK. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you've new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or anything you can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid of bringing things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share the poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, ZK. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica the poem. I like this one. Makes me think of something Sayori would like. Yeah, I know. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sort of things in common. Well, We may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case, but maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks to you, it sounds like you two really care about each other as well, each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell she likes exploring with emotions, like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid of experiment a little bit too either. Sure, I'll end up trying something different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find a style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. That was a little weird. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident. Oh shit. For someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the sparkle protrudes? A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, it can't be real. Blind, like a film left outside the sun, but it's too late. My restraints. Already freeform, if that's what you call it. Can my computer stop making noises? My god. It's okay. Yeah, kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be very powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure how to put it. I guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a lot. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is a bit better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem, a story, or your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, it's in with a puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay. Phew. Guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That's a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for the mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're not just nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Atsuki. They exchange glances at a sheet of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Atsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Alright guys, so before we find out what they're talking about, I'm gonna save it in a different slot. So, oh, my eyes are killing me. So, I'm gonna leave it right here. I know this is a bad place to leave it, because what are they fighting about? What's going on? What are they about to fight about, I guess? It looks like they're about to fight. I don't know. Again, this is where I kind of stopped watching. because I wanted to play it myself. Why did my stream go offline? Okay, my stream's back. My stream went offline for a second according to my YouTube thing. So anyway, we will get to this another time. I will stream it probably tomorrow night or tomorrow during the day. I'm not really sure yet, but thank you guys for watching. Subscribe now to join the Carnage Brotherhood. I will see you guys in the next video or stream. This is Zenithal Carnage, signing out.